Well, a very good morning to one and all. Now, recently I uploaded a video and I shared with you my utter complete frustration with my engine battery in my Mercedes Vario. It kept going flat. Every time I stopped, I had to use my booster to get going again. And it really was frustrating. But judging by the comments left on that video, it would appear that a lot of people assume that I'm using a Bluetti Charger 2 in my Mercedes Vario campervan. Also, it made me realise that I haven't actually explained my electrical system in my Mercedes Vario, and there's a very good reason for this as well. It's because I've been doing experiments. The whole thing, the whole setup in this van is one big experiment. So I want to talk about that today, show you some of the experiments I've been doing, share with you the failures and the successes. And at the moment it's very successful, so I'm now prepared to share my findings with you. Now, I think it would be a great idea to just clarify that there is nothing wrong with a Bluetti Charger 2. In fact, I'm using one here in my Mercedes Sprinter, and this system that I've got here is really simple. It's straightforward, unlike the system that I've got in my Mercedes Vario. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do a little bit of a comparison so you can see how simple Bluetti system can be, right before I go and show you how complicated I've made it in the Vario. Please don't copy any of the experiments that I'm about to show you in my Mercedes Vario. After all, Bluetti do actually send me these products so that I can experiment with them and share my findings with you. And if I destroy one of these, it's no big deal for me anyway, financially. But if you destroy your Bluetti, you could take a big financial hit. So please do not try and repeat any of these experiments that I'm about to show you. Right, with that disclaimer out of the way, let me just explain quickly what a Charger 2 does. I've got one here and it's coupled up to the Elite 300. Just for those people out there that don't understand what all the fuss is about over me not having a Charger 2 in my Mercedes Vario. Right, let's get down here and I can show you exactly what it does. So here is my Bluetti Charger 2. This basically takes power from the solar panels on the roof of my van. It takes power from the alternator on my van, combines those two power sources and then feeds it to the Elite 300 via the solar input. And the Charger 2 will actually work with pretty much any power station, so you don't need a Bluetti power station for the Bluetti Charger 2 to actually work, as long as it's got a DC input that is meant for solar panels. And the Elite 300 has one DC solar panel input, and that is the main difference between the Elite 300 and the AC 300 that I've got in my Mercedes Vario, because the AC 300 in my Vario has actually got two DC inputs. And that is one of the reasons I don't need to use a Bluetti Charger 2 in my Vario. So let's jump in the Vario and I'll explain why that is. So welcome back to the inside of my Mercedes Vario. Now in this cupboard I have a Bluetti AC300. Now unlike the Elite 300, the Bluetti AC300 does not have a built-in battery. Think of this like a head unit, and you do need to use expansion batteries with the AC300, and it is currently sitting on top of a B300 expansion battery. I've also got a B500 the other side of this bulkhead underneath my bed, and that is also plugged into the AC300. I've got a huge battery bank in this Vario. It is absolutely massive, more than I really need, I can tell you. But anyway, let's just circle back to why I'm not using the Bluetti Charger 2 in my Mercedes Vario. As aforementioned, the Bluetti AC300 has got two DC inputs, and they are connected up to two internal MPPT charge controllers, one of which is plugged into the 800 watts of solar on the roof of my van, and the other one is plugged into the alternator of my van via a voltage sensing relay. And the reason I did this was purely out of interest and because I wanted to experiment to see if I could feed an MPPT charge controller that's built into the AC300 using the alternator on my van, because this van has actually got a 24 volt system, unlike a traditional van that only has a 12 volt system. So I don't think this would actually work if you've got a 12 volt alternator fitted to your van. But because my van, as I say, has got a 24 volt alternator. This gives me enough voltage to feed the MPPT charge controller in the AC300, and I get around about 300 watts, but I still do need to use a voltage sensing relay to control this. So let's jump in the front and I'll show you how that system is all set up. So here we are, here's my two 12-volt batteries, and because they're wired in series it gives me 24 volts. And this is the battery disconnect. When I pull this lever, it separates the two batteries and prevents them from going flat overnight. And this is what caused me so much frustration in one of my previous videos. I simply forgot to separate the batteries at night. They went flat, and then the following day they just simply wouldn't charge again using just the alternator on my van. I had to physically charge these with a battery charger. Anyway, that aside, here is my voltage sensing relay, and if you're not sure how these work, what they simply do is when they sense a higher voltage when you start your van up, they switch on. And in my particular case, when I start my van, it goes from 24 volts to 28 volts. So the voltage sensing relay senses that, switches itself on, sending power down the line to my AC300, and this gives me around about 300 watts. Now I know that doesn't sound like an awful lot of power, but I'm quite happy to take those 300 watts from my alternator. But if I was to fit like a Charger 2 or a Charger 1 to this van, I could probably draw around about 800 watts from my alternator. So maybe this coming winter I may fit a Charger 1 to this van so I can draw a little bit of extra power from my alternator, but I certainly won't crank it up to 800 watts. I'll probably try and set it to around about 500 watts. After all, this van is 20 years old and I don't really want to put any unnecessary strain on the alternator. Also, if I put more strain on the alternator, I will also use more fuel, and this van uses enough fuel as it is. So that's one of the reasons I'm quite happy with my 300 watts trickle charging my AC300. And I have to say, over the last year and a half it has worked absolutely flawlessly. So this experiment was a success. So now let's take a little look at some of the other experiments I've been carrying out on the Bluetti AC300 in my Mercedes Vario camper van. Some of them not so successful. Now before we do go any further, I think it's worth mentioning that Bluetti have actually got a big sale going on right now to celebrate Amazon Prime Day. I will leave a link in the description of this video, purely for your convenience of course, and if you use my discount code BluettiMel, you may potentially save yourself a few quid. Right, now the next question I get asked, or it comes up now and again, is can you charge standard lithium batteries using a Bluetti power bank? And this question has been asked quite a few times, so to answer that question I actually did some experiments myself using my Bluetti AC300. So I'd like to share with you what I learned from doing this experiment, and to do that I'm going to show you once again inside my little cupboard. First I'll need to move all these cushions out of the way because we need to film it at a rather strange angle. I'm going to have to take these doors off too. Now if you are enjoying watching this video, please do give it a thumbs up, just to let YouTube know you enjoy watching my content. It lets the algorithm know that you like my stuff and it will suggest my videos to other people. Does that make sense? Yes, I think so. Right, let's do this. Now you may remember earlier on in this video I showed you the Bluetti Elite 300 and the Charger 2 in my Mercedes Sprinter, and they do work really well. But prior to having those in the Sprinter, I used to have a Bluetti AC200 Max along with a couple of expansion batteries. And the great thing about the AC200 Max is that it had a 30 amp 12 volt outlet, which was more than capable of powering my 12 volt diesel heater, my 12 volt fridge, my 12 volt ceiling fan and all the LED lights in my Mercedes Sprinter, and it did that for a good 4 years. So I know from experience that those 12 volt 30 amp outlets are absolutely perfect for any size camper van, and that's the reason I chose to fit the AC300 in my Mercedes Vario, because just like the AC200 Max, this also has a 12 volt 30 amp outlet. but you'll notice I'm not using it. That's because all the 12 volts in this van are actually supplied via a 12 volt lithium battery that's under the bed in my van. And literally the only reason I did it like this is to answer the question, can you charge a separate battery bank using a Bluetti power station? And the fact of the matter is, yes you can, and it works so well I've decided to leave it like that and use the AC300 to keep those batteries charged up. But originally I was using this 12 volt 30 amp outlet. In fact, I've still got the plug plugged into my main fuse board. I really do need to take this down or unplug it, but it's there just in case anything goes wrong. I can simply just plug this back in, switch it on, and away we go. But I don't think I'm ever going to be doing that, because at the moment I'm actually using a standard for 20 amp lithium battery charger, and that's plugged directly into the Bluetti. So the inverter on this has been switched on permanently for about the last 4 months. I haven't switched this off at all. Because Bluettis are so efficient, you can actually leave the inverters switched on. After all, they do have, I think it's 51 volt batteries. So unlike 12 volt batteries that are running an inverter, it's a lot more efficient because you haven't got such a big step in voltage. After all, think about it logically, a 12 volt battery trying to give you 240 volts, it's a huge step. But if you've got 50 amp batteries like the Bluettis have, it's not such a bigger jump in power, therefore it's more efficient. Makes perfect sense, right? But here's the thing, prior to doing it this way, I used to use this 24 volt 10 amp outlet. Now this is where the experiment got a little bit dicey at first, and there's a good reason I'm not doing this anymore, so please don't do this. Yeah, don't try this at home basically. So this is a standard 12 volt plug, or in this case a 24 volt plug, and the other end of this is plugged into an MPPT charge controller. This is only 15 amps, this is only 10 amps, and I've got it dialed down so that it only drew around about 7.5 amps. But even still, this plug got extremely hot. After all, this was plugged in 24/7, and over a period of time this got so hot I couldn't touch it, and I was really worried that it would either melt this plug, that plug, or even worse, catch fire. So that's why I'm no longer using an MPPT charge controller to charge my lithium battery banks. Although saying that, the reason this is still in here is because I've got another idea that I'd like to play with or toy with, but more about that later on in the video. I just wanted to share with you my findings. I found that switching on the Bluetti AC and leaving it switched on is possible, especially if you've got enough solar panels on the roof of your van. And that's how I'm charging my lithium batteries in my Mercedes Vario right now, using just a small 20 amp battery charger plugged directly into the Bluetti. It's been working perfectly fine. Whether or not this is going to carry on working in the winter, that remains to be seen. But just in case it doesn't work, here's the other experiment I'd like to try. So Bluetti also have this product, and this is called a Hub 1. Using the Hub 1, we can get 12 volts up to 50 amps, or, here's the interesting thing, 24 volts at 25 amps. So I'm thinking to myself, what if I take this plug off of my small MPP charge controller, replace this plug with an Anderson plug, plug it in, and then charge my lithium batteries using the Hub 1. Now I know this is a bit of a long-winded approach, but like I said, it's overcomplicated. I did warn you that this system is a bit overcomplicated, it's a bit over the top, but I am experimenting with this. But here's the thing, if this experiment works, I will actually be upgrading from the AC300 to something else. Let me show you what else I'm going to get up to later on, possibly over the winter. So here we have my Bluetti Apex 300. You'll notice it's very similar in size and shape to the AC300 that I've got in my Vario. But unlike the AC300 in my Vario, this has actually got a built-in battery. So if I swap these over, I could potentially gain an extra 2,764.8 watt hours of power, giving me way more power than I will ever need in my Vario. Well, you never know, I may need it. Also, the great thing about this, as opposed to the AC300, this actually has a bigger pure sine wave inverter built into it as well, which will allow me to use even more cooking appliances than I already do. So that's why I want to try and experiment with this to see if it would be a viable swap for the AC300 in the Vario. It also has two DC inputs as well, so there'd be no change there, making this a perfect candidate and a perfect upgrade from the AC300. Now, because it hasn't got any 12 volt outlets, I will need to use the Hub 1. And like I said earlier, the Hub 1 has got a 24 volt, I think it's 25 amp outlet. So if I can plug this into an MPPT charge controller, I can then charge my lithium batteries in my Vario so nothing changes. But if it doesn't work, I can simply switch this to 12 volts and get 50 amps out of this, which is more than enough. If I can run my van on 30 amps, I know I can run it on 50 amps. Actually, thinking about it, I could actually bench test this first. I could set this all up on the bench with a lithium battery and an MPPT charge controller and see if it actually works. Is that a video you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments of this video. Would you like to see me experiment with all of this before fitting it in the Vario? Does actually make perfect sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss me experimenting with more Bluettis. That almost rhymes. So there you are. Now don't forget, Bluetti are having a massive sale. You can pick these up pretty much half price, especially if you use my discount code BluettiMel. I will leave a link in the description of this video purely for your convenience, and hopefully you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-da for now. Right. I need a battery and a MPPT charge controller.